Hello there, gang, and welcome to Displaying Model Behavior. No, I don't have more Marvel Legends leaks, as much as I would like to, because oh boy, my channel numbers have been doing pretty good these last couple of days. But it turns out there's also a whole bunch of other action figure news out there. You want to hear about it? Here it goes. Let's kick things off with Marvel Legends news, just to make the transition a little bit easier. Up for, I was going to say pre-order, but up to buy now. Nope, I was right the first time. It is a pre-order. She's going to be released around about March of next year. I should trust my instincts more. Is Marvel Legends Dark Warbird, who is a character that no one's ever heard of. Because actually, you'll find that that character's name is just Miss Marvel. And that's actually me doing an impression of me. That's not me making fun of people saying, actually, that's not the character's name, because that's not the character's name. I don't know why they called her Dark Warbird. It doesn't change the figure or anything. The figure looks okay, but just, it was a bit of a funny choice. I mean, if you wanted to distinguish her from Miss Marvel, then just call her Dark Miss Marvel. But, who knows? It's above my pay grade. But the figure looks nice. It's a costume that we've wanted for the longest time. I don't know about the ab crunch cut, because normally if there's like a belt or something to hide it, it looks okay, but just being plain there on the figure, it seems like it stands out quite a bit. But that might just be with the photos, because honestly everything else I think looks kind of nice. The two different heads is good. I would have liked maybe a bit more variance in the hairstyles, so you could do a slightly different era, but on the whole, she's a nice looking Marvel Legend. You know that the bigwigs at Hot Toys have been having some meetings recently saying, there aren't any MCU movies. What are we going to make action figures on? And luckily, some bright spark said, hey, you know, some of these characters were comic books before they were movies. And now we've got the Dark Knight Returns Batman. And yeah, I think this looks pretty good. A three-dimensional 1/12 scale representation of Frank Miller's thick, gritty, gruesome-looking Bruce Wayne. They nailed it. And they've got a whole bunch of accessories as well. The Dark Knight Returns has got a whole bunch of figures in a whole bunch of scales. This is another one, but this is possibly the most zhuzhed up version you're going to get, because that's Tot Toys. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not redoing that. This is Hot Toys, so you know you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck, but it's going to be a lot of bucks. Gang, as you know, this channel is sponsored by LegendsVerse, your one-stop shop for all your action figure collecting, correlating, and databasing needs. Now, you already know all about LegendsVerse, and most of you have probably skipped on already because, well, you've already checked it out. You've probably got a membership because you can see the value. So I'm not going to do what I always do and just talk about how good it is, because people have skipped on already. Or if you are still watching, then you can hear my rendition of the 1994 animated Spider-Man tune. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, radioactive spider. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, radioactive spider. Spider talking Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man, Spider talking Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. So, yeah, go check out LegendsVerse. Loose Collector have shown off full images of their upcoming Bloodstrike and Bloodwolf. Ah, come on, Dave. Bloodstrike and Bloodwolf. These are two characters from Image Comics made by, I was going to say Todd McFarland. No, it's Rob Liefeld. I'm playing a shocker today. This is what happens when I haven't got Marvel Legends to talk about. So yes, they look great. Loose Collector has been doing awesome stuff. I've got his big bad wolf behind me, one of my favorite action figures of the year. So if these are of a similar type and scale and quality, I'm going to be very happy. I should stop vamping and trying to fill space with words while I show the pictures, because clearly it's beyond me this evening. Toys, pretty, nice. There you go. Model Behavior, ladies and gentlemen. Almost 50,000 subscribers. And now NECA, a little bit late for the spooky season, but looking good nonetheless. They've got this Hannibal Lecter figure. Anthony Hopkins in the iconic mask and the straitjacket. I see this and I think, oh, you know what? This is just a fun piece. If you wanted to do some head swaps, to have this body in the straitjacket and the gurney, imagine a Cletus Cassidy on there. It's kind of, oh, dude, you could totally do the opening to Maximum Carnage with that. Unfortunately, NECA is a slightly bigger 1/7, not 1/7, but 7-inch type scale, so wouldn't work for Marvel Legends, but you could put a Joker head on there. That would work really well. You could have a whole bunch of Arkham inmates. Yeah, there's some good possibilities and potential there. Or, you know, you could just pose it like it's supposed to be with the head that it comes with, because if you want a Hannibal Lecter figure, then NECA have done a great job with this. American Ninja X. This is a new Kickstarter that's gone live, and it looks like a lot of fun. So this is from a group called Riot Press. Needed to double check my notes there. And it looks like, yeah, American Ninja characters. Now help me out. Is this based on a pre-existing property that Dave's not familiar with? Because you know, if they didn't appear in the Clone Saga, I'm going to be struggling. But the Kickstarter is live now. If this resonates with you, they have clearly been designed with figures like your G.I. Verse. I was trying to say G.I. Joe and Valorverse, and we got G.I. Verse. Second verse, same as the first. These look nice. But then again, the difficulty is, all of Valorverse's products look nice as well. All of G.I. Joe Classified's products look nice as well. There's so much stuff that's harkening out there and reaching for your money. But that being said, isn't it nice to support a smaller producer, someone who's going to bet on themselves and just make something from scratch? I support that. In fact, I would dare say that's what I call model behavior. So yeah, go check out the Kickstarter for yourself and see if American Ninja Warriors is something that appeals to you. They do look kind of cool. And speaking of kind of cool, this looks kind of cool. This is the Mithril Action 1/10 scale Guardian of the Horde 06 Keel the Undying. Some of those words I said probably weren't needed for his name, but I was just doing the old Ron Burgundy, reading whatever I see on the teleprompter. I've got the Guardian of the Horde Orc, and he is big, thick, chunky, badass boy. Bit Storm Collectibles-ish, the way that he's put together. So a bit rubbery and latexy, but in a good way. So there's a lot of articulation and maneuverability in the body. This dude looks like a guy from Darkstalkers, whose name I forget, but you know, the mummy dude who can throw off body parts and stuff. You know who I'm talking about. It's 1/10 scale, so it doesn't scale as well necessarily as the Orc, because it doesn't matter if the Orc's big and huge, because it's an orc, whereas this seems to be based more on a humanoid kind of body, so maybe he's a bit more oversized if you're going to put him with mythic legions and stuff. You know what? It doesn't matter, because he still looks like a whole bunch of fun. Up for pre-order now on Bon Busby. Go check him out for yourself. Now, these look really badass, because you know me. You know your old boy, Dave. He loves a bit of cyberpunk styling, and these guys, this is the cyberpunk aesthetic that just kind of mashes my potatoes. And it's the good lord scale as well, 1/12. Let me read off some more of the info for you. This is Devil Toys Point Break characters. So get ready to change the tides of war with Point Break Carbine and DX3 or D13. I don't know, Roman numerals, all right? So these two guys retail for about $95 each, or funnily enough, about $190 as a 2-pack. So you don't really make a saving, but at the same time, come on, you're gonna buy one, might as well buy two, right? I know, I'm a terrible influence, but that's what influencers do. We go online and tell you to spend the money on the things that make you happy. Whether or not that's a good idea is not our problem. So they're available on Devil Toys, as I said, are hopefully going to be released around about Q2 of 2025. So you can start saving up now. There you go. I've made it easy for you. McFarland have been busy boys, as always. Got a few reveal pictures and then some full-on release information for new figures. First of all, we're getting a Shazam, who looks very regal and Shazam-like in this review image. Then also, we're getting Jason Todd in the animated style, looking very pale and tragic and stoic, and honestly, pretty cool. I love these animated style versions of modern comic book characters. It's fun to see how they would look done back in the old Paul Dini style. It is Paul Dini, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And then finally for the page punchers, they're showing off their cel-shaded Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman. I'm not a cel-shaded guy. I don't like the aesthetic, and this one, honestly, it looks kind of like he's wet himself. So, not a fan of that one. Now, this is kind of interesting. Kotobukiya, who normally do the cute anime girl statues, are doing cute anime girl action figures. So yeah, y'all have my curiosity, but now y'all have my attention. So to read off the official blurb here, it says, introducing a new model from Megami Device series, a plastic model kit series combining Bishoujo-style beauties and heavy-duty weapons and armor. The latest character to join the series is Amaterasu's first variation kit, AUV Amaterasu Eclipse. So it's saying that this is joining the collection. So were there a whole bunch that doddery old Dave has missed out on? Probably. But hey, I'm getting in, if not on the ground floor, at least a floor. And this looks really cool. She's going to be available around about April next year. So I'll keep my peepers peeled for her. Well, I shouldn't film these videos in the evening. This is all over the place. Up for pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store and other retailers as well is the Batman and Robin McFarland Batmobile. And for $109.99, you get a lot of Batmobile for your buck. I'm not the biggest McFarland fan, we know this. However, I do give all the credit in the world when they make good-looking vehicles for a price that isn't insane. I'm not saying that $110 is chump change, because it ain't. That's a lot of money. But you get a whole lot of lights and flashy things as well, and for my overgrown child brain, that does hold a lot of value. So I like the look of it. And if you're buying all the Batmobiles, I mean, first of all, where are you keeping them? But that's going to be a great looking garage. Oh, garage. It's a car hole. Well, your car hole's going to be filled with Batmobiles. And they look good. I love all the colors. The colors, children. Hey. I'm just running through all my Simpsons jokes now. A little statue featurette, because you know I like featuring the occasional statue. Prime One Studios doing this incredible looking ninja scroll. Of course, being Prime One Studios, we're talking the big bucks. But then again, I just love seeing anime characters that are then done in a three-dimensional statue form, because then you're seeing these flat 2D characters given all the extra detail and nuance and grit to them, and I got a lot of time for that. I think that's really, really cool. So this is something that I would never have on my mantelpiece because of purely finances. Believe me, if I had it, I'd make the space. But I can still enjoy it from afar. This is an awesome looking statue. Today in Artist Alley, shout out to Shiren Cho, I think I pronounced that right, who just does this really cute anime type artwork, but doing a lot of Western style characters in that really adorable kind of style, but with a little bit of a cheesecake fun kind of flair to it as well. He's doing great work. So go give him a follow. Today's cosplay cover artist is Fabi World Cosplay. Bright, bold, and beautiful cosplay. Very, very eye-catching. When I was scrolling through Instagram, it kind of jumped out at me. Then when I looked at the rest of her profile, I thought, yep, this lady's put in the work, and she's got some amazing photo sets to show for it. So go check her out. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. What did you think about the items covered? Comment below. Let me know. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then you know what you gotta do. You gotta join the 6-1 Clicks by clicking the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Or if you want to go one step beyond in supporting the channel, then you can do by getting yourself a Model Behavior channel membership. By doing that, you help support the channel when there are no Marvel Legends leaks to help my views. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Cup of coffee. Big time.